Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Hey, look, the question is this, man. Just how great is Tank Davis? All right? Now, there's a lot of talk about him, about the weight, the rehydration clause, him and Ryan Garcia. Some people are making excuses, talking about, well, Tank's naturally a smaller guy. He's really should be fighting at 130 pounds. He's fighting at 135, so it only makes sense for him to want to have the rehydration clause in the contract. Now, to that, I gotta say, in the most respectful way, kindly request that you hold your horses and stop taking it to the stupid. He doesn't have to fight at no damn 135 pounds if he doesn't want to. Come out here talking about because he is a smaller guy, then he should have a rehydration clause. Get out of here, man. It's like he's the first guy to come out here and dare to be great. Look, he wants to be a weight jumper. That's what Tank Davis wants to be, right? He wants to be a weight jumper. He wants to jump from 130 pounds to 135. He wants to jump from 135 to 140. He may even jump to 147, but he wants to do it against the right opponent. You understand? And then when he doesn't want to be a weight jumper, he wants other people to jump weight, either coming from a lighter weight division up to where he's at, or from a higher weight division down to where he's at. Then he's going to cap him off with his rehydration clause. Now, let's just put things in perspective. This rehydration clause with him and Ryan Garcia, I'm going to tell you, I don't know if this is true or not. But my understanding is Ryan Garcia is the only one affected by the rehydration clause. Okay? Now, I haven't found anywhere, now you hear people saying different things, but I haven't seen anywhere in any interview where anyone's saying the rehydration clause of 10 pounds applies to Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia. I haven't seen that anywhere. All I'm seeing and hearing is the rehydration clause solely applies to Ryan Garcia. Now, we know Tank Davis probably isn't going to come into the damn ring at 160 pounds anyway. But my thing is him capping off Ryan Garcia. Look, he says Ryan Garcia walks around at 180 pounds. Let me tell y'all something. I'm not sure what Ryan Garcia walks around at, but the fact that he's 5'10", he could easily walk around at 180 pounds. But to see Ryan Garcia drop 40 pounds to get to 140, or 45 pounds to get to 135, I'm going to tell you right now, in my opinion, Ryan Garcia isn't so disciplined to where he would actually be able to cut 40, 45 pounds to get from 180 down to 140 or 135. So I think maybe the 170, 165 to 170, that's a bit more believable. You know what I'm saying? To cut now, you're talking about 25 pounds. But still, if you're looking at someone cutting 35 pounds, that's a problem. If you're a boxer or you're in any kind of combat sports or you're a wrestler or anything where you have to have weigh-ins, if you're getting up 35 plus pounds, 25 plus pounds over your fighting weight, then that shows to me a lack of discipline. But anyway, when we talk about weight jumpers, look, man, this whole thing is nothing new. But Kell Brook, right? We know Kell Brook. If you don't know who he was, he's the boxer who was caught in the video a couple months ago taking a little chill pill to the nose, right? But he decided he was going to jump up as well. He was trying to reign as a welterweight and middleweight. But anyway, he jumped weight and went up to Golovkin to challenge for his titles. And, you know, he did fairly well, but he didn't win the fight. So it is what it is. You got Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler. Sugar Ray Leonard actually was a smaller fighter, similar situation like Tank Davis, and he actually pulled off the upset against Marvin Hagler. You know, you understand? Back in the day before there was really a heavyweight division, talking about the early 80s, you had Michael Spinks and Larry Holmes, where these guys like Spinks were really, really, really small guys, man. Matter of fact, I think Spinks won a light heavyweight title in 1981, and then defended it 10 times for challenging for the heavyweight title against Larry Holmes. But what that tells you is these guys, smaller guys, had no problem fighting bigger guys. You understand? Even being like with Spinks and Larry Holmes, although Spinks was able to put on some weight to get up to the heavyweight division, he was still 22 pounds lighter than Holmes. You understand? And he still beat Larry Holmes. So don't come out here talking to me about the weight and being worried about fighting a bigger fighter. What about skills? How come no one's talking about skills? Tank talks about skills when he wants to talk about skills, right? But then he wants to talk about weight when he wants to talk about weight. Look, what is it going to be, Tank? What's going to win you the fight? Are your skills going to win you the fight? Or is it the fact that you drained Ryan Garcia down to 135, a weight that he did, 136, which is 1 pound away from a weight he did not want to make anymore because it was so hard for him. Then you capped him off with a 10-pound rehydration clause. So what are we looking at here? You understand? I just don't think he's going to get any kind of praise, an attaboy, for what's going on. And to me, that's the real question. What is it? Skills win the fight, or draining a fighter? Weight draining a fighter wins the fight. That's all I'm saying. Okay? You got guys like Roy Jones. No matter what he looks like now, he needs to stop boxing, but he's, secret society got a hold of Roy Jones. He goes up comprehensively, outboxes Ruiz over 12 rounds. Something that I think Tank Davis could do to Ryan Garcia, because Tank Davis can box and fight. But it sounds to me like there's a little bit of a lack of confidence for him to go, I'm not dumb. He's a bigger fighter. So then why go? So what are you looking? What are you worried about? You want to get the big payday, but you don't want to fight the bigger fighters? There's only so much money at the 135-pound division. But it is what it is, man. But he ain't the only one. But I tell you what, I'm going to tell you all this right now. If Tank Davis had the balls and heart, and excuse my French, right? But if he had the balls and the heart of Amir Khan, Tank Davis he'd be out of here. He's already, man, on the road to success. He's doing good. Some people say he's the face of boxing now. I don't know about that, but I tell you what, if he had the heart and balls of Amir Khan, there would be no rehydration clause. He'd just be in there, depending on his skills, to get him across the finish line, to get him a knockout, to get him a decision. It is what it is. So I don't think Tank Davis, although he may feel this way, I don't think Tank Davis, had he fought Ryan Garcia at 140 pounds, I don't think it would have been a suicide mission. I don't think so. I think Tank Davis beats Ryan, even if Ryan comes in at 140 pounds. Honestly. And if Ryan rehydrates to 154, 152, or 151. I honestly think Tank Davis beats him anyway. He's knocking out cruiserweights, right? He's knocking out heavyweights, right? He's running up and down the road, the pit bull bit him. He went and found the pit bull and bit the pit bull back, right? He's crazy. He's thugged out. So get out of here with that, man. Absolutely, ridiculous, man. Sitting up here with the damn fight was supposed to be at 138. Then you come and make a change and bring it down to 136. Come on, man. But I will say this. Since we're talking about Amir Khan, right? Look, Amir Khan and Canelo Alvarez, that's the fight that most people probably going to remember. Because Amir Khan had campaigned 140, 147, right? He decided to fight Canelo Alvarez at a catchweight of 155. Okay? Ended up going into the fight, and then Alvarez rehydrated to over 180 pounds. And we saw what happened in that fight once Khan got hit. But at the same time, I'm going to tell you, Amir Khan and that chin, Alvarez could have weighed 25. He could have come in the fight being as a damn straw weight, 105, 100 pounds, or whatever the hell the weight category is. And he would have touched Amir Khan, he would have knocked him out. So, look, as far as these fights and these guys who are jumping weights and weight jumpers and all that, I think many predict Tank Garcia, I'm bugging, right? If Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia fights, it doesn't matter if they fight at 135, 136, 140, 147. Majority of people are going to pick Tank Davis to win the fight because of his ability to box, because of his intelligence, and because of the freakish power. So I think he's doing himself a disservice with this contract. But I understand you want to give yourself the best chance of winning the fight. That's all that boils down to. This isn't a matter of making it a level playing field. Hold your horses. Let's not take it to the stupid. That's not what it is. But I think the fight, no matter what, would have just panned out as many people would have predicted. Tank Davis beats Ryan probably 9 times out of 10. He has, we talk about the speed. Whose speed is superior? I think Tank Davis has superior hand speed with combinations. Ryan has superior hand speed with landing one shot, maybe a 1-2. But as far as combinations, I got to give that to Tank. You just don't see Ryan Garcia throwing combinations. He's not a combination puncher. He's more of a pop shot guy or quick, right hand check hook. Like everything with Ryan Garcia is the hook, and the right hand is heavy, but it's just not enough. Okay, in my opinion, going to a fight with a guy like Tank. But if he catches him with that crackerjack left hook, it could be problems for Tank Davis. But Tank Davis has the crackerjack straight left hook, right hand. He has everything. The right hook, he has everything. Tank has everything. So we're going to see what happens in this fight. I personally feel Tank's going to render Ryan Garcia unconscious. But it's just ridiculous, man, to sit here and have people acting like Tank Davis is some kind of victim because he's fighting Ryan Garcia, who's a bigger guy. Well, then he shouldn't have taken the damn fight. He shouldn't have taken the fight, man. Right? It is what it is. But these rehydration clauses, I mean, I'll tell you what, as long as Tank Davis continues to fight, and he's going to, be a weight jumper, but he's going to make sure that he tries to, put everything, that as far as the contract, make sure everything's to his advantage. And I can understand why some people feel Tank Davis is worried because he's talking a whole lot about the weight. He's even doing that about Devin Haney. I did a video on that last night. And I got another video I'm about to do to kind of expound on the things I covered last night. But Ryan Garcia is unbeaten in 23 fights with 19 knockouts. And that's enough reason for Tank to be worried. But he got to look at what he does good. What happened to hearing a fighter talk about, I'm not worried about what this guy does good. I know what I do great. And that's what I'm worried about going into the ring. You don't really hear guys talk about nobody's damn weight. So that being said, man, we'll see how the fight goes. But as far as Tank saying, I'm not dumb, he walks around at 180 pounds. Well, you know what, old Tanker probably shouldn't have took the fight. And you're going to create a pattern here of wanting to have guys come down to try to fight you at a weight that where you're most comfortable for them. And I'm telling you, I just think it's not going to happen for guys who are champions. Like Devin Haney's not going for that. And I don't see Shakur Stevenson going for that. But Shakur Stevenson's cool at 135. But anyone else from the 140-pound division, like a Regis program, those guys, they're not going for that crap. Tank Davis, if he wants to prove how great he is, go up and fight him. Hell, Floyd Mayweather fighting at 154. Pick the right opponent, but don't come out here draining him. Manny Pacquiao fought at 154. You understand? There's a lot of fighters that bubble up and really push themselves. But that being said, man, look, shout out to the veterans, all 7 continents. Tank Davis, I don't know. Sounds to me like somebody putting some duck sauce on that fried rice. And I'm not sure what direction Tank's going to go for his next fight, or even if he's going to get into another fight anytime soon. He got so much stuff on his plate. But I do think Tank's a little bit uneasy about this Ryan Garcia fight, and that's why he keeps talking about fighters' weight. That being said, y'all keep cool. I'm in the breeze.